I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Probably weren't expecting to see me again.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with a scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. That was the plan, yes. Assuming the rest of them can trust a vampire. Come on, I'll need you to help convince them.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out?
Do you actually believe any of that?
Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane.
I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple 100 years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something. Not at this rate, no. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. A cure? Why even think of it that way? I can't think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift, especially after what I did to get it. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here, and I'm alive. I won't give this up. Yes?
Yes? I've heard the rumors around Skyrim. I felt I had two choices. I could either live in fear of the night, or I could do something to help protect my people. I'd better get going.
Well, this isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Isran needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. I've only heard stories. Not sure if any of them are true. Like that they were supposed to guard some vampire here, but wound up all becoming vampires themselves when they saw how powerful he was. And then preyed on the rift until finally someone put them down. I guess it doesn't matter now. At least Isran is trying to do something noble with the name. I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out, with mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings. So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me? Farewell.
If you're putting yourself in harm's way, you'd best be prepared. Take these. Isran had a surprising stockpile of weapons and armor. Take a look. I've learned of a possible monster, and while I do not know its exact whereabouts, I do have information suggesting someone who does. Pay a visit to the beast's last known contact. Do what you must to find where it's hiding now. Then root out the monster and destroy it. Good luck.
Hope you're getting along with Isran.
Yes, my friend.
I'm getting
All
used to
set? No. Right now, my mind is a dried-up riverbed.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Huh?
Hold! Now cast!
Never should have come here. I'll kill you where you stand.
Hold! Now cast!
right? It's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a gray robe. Might be that I have. I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here. Now that I think on it, I did see your priest. They tried to hire me for a trip to Dragonbridge, but I told them that ain't one of my stops.
Good day, friend. Keeping well? All right then.
Hold! Now cast!
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
How may I help you, my daughter? Lost the last one I gave you? Very well. Here you are. Mara keep you. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Here, take this. That letter's the last I've heard of him, and mentions where he is. Now please, leave me alone.
What do you need, my friend?
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that
What
you
can I
maintain
do
a
for you?
respectable distance from her
Good journey
at all
to you.
times.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Excuse my disorganization, but I'm in the middle of some delicate Take a look. Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Candles, potions, exotic ingredients, what have them all.
Sure, we can talk.
Fine jewelry here. Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
I could always
You're here for
use
lessons
more
like
plexiglass
England?
arrows, my
Or did you
friend.
wish to buy something? Do you have any idea how big... Oh, so you're an alchemist then? Yes, yes, goodbye.
I hope. Take a look. Don't forget us if you need supplies for your journey. Elgrim,
These people seem nervous, which makes me nervous.
She seems very odd.
Ingrid? She's brilliant. A natural.
Oh dear, I didn't mean to say she isn't bright. It's the things she makes here, the things she says, and all those poor little animals she tests them on. It's just not right.
Damn it, woman. Ingrid is...
My sister in crime. What do you need?
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Come on, you witless wonder. Give me a
So milk drinker like you doing out here? Why? What are you gonna do? I don't have to take that from you. Time to end this. Sovngarde awaits you. The white take you.
People who absorb dragon souls live shorter lives. I'm just saying. I smell cheese.
The Empire is in shambles. They've the worship of Talos.
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
I sometimes have a bad memory. Too much skooma. Forgive me if I sometimes repeat myself.
So bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
May the gods watch over your... The finest weapons and armor. Whether it's armor you need or... New blade. Come see me.
Cookware, knives.
Let me know if you see anything you like. I have a decent mind for potions, but I've also learned how to craft magical items. I'll carry on his tradition as best I can. I could spend a lifetime just going over his notes. Take a look. I'd better get going.
Now here. Huh? Everything I got on display, really. Good day to you.
You need any trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
I understand your
Assorted
purchase.
wares and tools when it's selling.
Buy some flowers? Pretty please? Please? Won't you buy a flower? There. My father... I'm all alone. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh. Wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
I do not like it here.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever. I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
The Imperials think...
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. All my goods are legitimate. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come again.
What is it? Dragons?
Hold! Now cast! Cast!
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug. Here somewhere. Turns out who runs... Let's sate that appetite, huh? Of course. See ya.
Back, eh? And how was our friend Calselmo? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us, so it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have further need of me, you can find me in the college.
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
So did Carlia send you again, or you're on your own?
It is nice and warm in here. You want to talk? I'm afraid not.
Just, there are so few pleasures in life as fine as your company.
Mayor, Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. A Moth Priest? What in Oblivion do you need a Moth Priest for? Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The Moth Priest make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a Moth Priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there. All this knowledge might have been lost were it not. Looks like you're still in one piece. And more importantly, so is the book. Thank you. We were able to figure out the last text you brought in. I thought the least I could do is pass the knowledge along. There are more books to be recovered and secured here in the Arcanium. Until next
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without... You've already learned all I can teach you. You've already learned all I can teach you. How quickly you've advanced. Most impressive. There are spells yet to be learned. Powerful spells that can more closely and more permanently bind creatures to your will. But there are risks. There are always risks. You must summon and command an unbound remora. I will teach you the spell to summon the Dremora, but know that it will only work in a place properly prepared for the event. Once you have summoned the Dremora, you will order it to deliver to you a sigil stone from an Oblivion Gate. Once I have a sigil stone, I shall inscribe the spells that you seek. If only that were true. Summoning an unbound Dremora is not like other conjuration spells. It will not simply do your bidding. You must first prove you are in control. Here is the spell you need. Go to the top of the Hall of Attainment. I have prepared a place for you there. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? That spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Enchanting services are one of the few things... I need some more supplies. Can you help out with that? Until next time.
Good to see Skyrim still has such... I'm always available should you need me, Archmage. Actually, yes, Archmage. I believe there is. We've been contacted by the Jarl of Dawnstar. It would seem there's some sort of disturbance. From what few details we were given, it sounds quite familiar. I suspect that the power released by the Eye of Magnus was not fully contained and has coalesced in this part of Skyrim. I do hope you still have the Staff of Magnus someplace. I suspect you're going to need it. You already know all that I know. At this very moment, no. However, well, I've been working on something. An improvement on the Ebony Flesh spell. I've made progress, but then hit a snag. I think perhaps you could help. I need dragon scales, and not just any dragon scales. As I've said, I made some progress using the essence of dragon scales, but they're just not quite potent enough. My knowledge of Skyrim's history is far from complete, but I did some research and discovered two things. First, there are ancient references to dragon heart scales. What little I could learn suggests they may be what I need. Second, there are stories of a dagger called Calvozine's Fang, said to be sharp enough to carve individual scales off a dragon. First, you'll need to retrieve the dagger, then use it to carve a few scales off a dragon. Presumably a deceased one. That would be wonderful. I'll be sure and have everything ready. This is exciting, isn't it? Take care now. Take a look. All right, then. Oh, like it? Not much, I'm afraid. It was named Calvozine's Fang after the dragon worshipped by this particular sect of the cult. They were said to be quite fond of ritual sacrifices. So fond, in fact, that the high priest spent a great deal of time sharpening the dagger. That way, it was always ready for the next inevitable victim. Perhaps not the brightest spot in Skyrim's history, eh? Not just any dragon scales, heart scales. Very special. You'll need Calvozine's Fang. Then, if you should happen upon the corpse of a dragon, you should be able to use it to slice off a heart scale or two. Even just one should be enough for me to complete my research. Take care now.
It's a fine day with you around.
Good day, friend. Keeping well? I never would... Looks like you've already got someone with you.
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Down to business, eh? Business? Business is actually inconsequential to me. I share little of your lust for coin. However, as promised, I'll still be more than happy to take any stolen merchandise off your hands. I give special Give my regards to Carlia if you see her.
Ancano is exactly why we're so restrictive about access to the college. We'd all have perished if it weren't for you. I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
Hey.
No match at all. To toy with. I submit. What is your bidding, Master? Yes, my mistress. Summon me again, and I shall have your stone.
The snow smells fresh today. It is a good batch.
Your sigil stone, Lord Dagon, is less than pleased at its loss. Your sigil stone, Lord Dagon.
I'm always available should you need.